So I made this 3 months experiment of being back to slavery mode. And a lot of people are asking me, but how do you know if you are a slave? So let's talk about this today. How do you know if you are, like me, a fucking slave? So in my case, it's temporarily. I consciously decided to put myself in this mode knowing it was going to be difficult for my soul. But I did this because I knew it was only 3 months. I was back in Switzerland for money purpose, because out of like my creative jobs, I made a loan, a massive one, and Switzerland is the right country to give back this money to the bank. So here I am, exhausted after 2.5 months. I think I still have something like 10 days as a slave, and I'm going to be out. So how do you know if you are a slave? You are working for the dream of somebody else, and you are absolutely not working on your creativity. And we know now that our souls, the spirits, the essence of who we are, wants us to work on our creativity, because it's the purpose, it's the reason of why we came on earth. We didn't came on earth to be a slave for the dream of someone else. We came on earth to experiment shit and to be creative beings, okay? So as a slave, one, you work as a slave in an exhausted job. In my case, I'm a waitress, and don't get me wrong, in Switzerland, they pay me a lot of money. And I make a lot of tips. But nevertheless, I'm a freaking fucking slave. I hate this job. It's not fulfilling my soul. I know it. And the first month, I could be really happy doing it. And the second month, I was starting to decline. And the third month, I just want to kill every fucking customers. So I apologize for that if you watch this video. But yeah, so you work in an exhausting job, squeezing yourself, not allowing yourself to have vital energy. You lose all your vital energy. And if you never had vital energy, you don't know what it is to feel really alive. So when you lose it and you know what it is to feel alive, it's like, oh gosh, I'm back to this zombie mode. And you squeeze yourself physically. Like in my case, I feel my hips, my legs. I'm working like, I don't know, in between 8 and 14 hours standing up. Sometimes you let other people, other humans treat yourself like you're a piece of shit. Like customers can be really fucking twats. Let's be honest. And I understand why they are twats, because they are fucking slaves themselves. So obviously when I put myself in this mode, if I have time to go to the restaurants, maybe I would be a twat as well. Because you feel miserable when you are squeezing yourself for a job. And it's not about having a shit job or having a good job, because you can own a little money or a lot, like 15,000 a month, and feel like you are a slave working for a shit job that you hate, that is not fulfilling your soul, and you know it. You know when you're miserable because of your job. You know when a job is exhausting yourself, etc., etc. Second, you eat shit. I'm someone who's normally eats organic, really healthy. Of course, not 100%. I'm probably 75-80% healthy, and then the rest, I go out to restaurants, I leave, I drink beer. I try to reconcile both lives. And when you are in an exhausting job, then you eat the food they gave you, which is not organic, which is less healthy. In my case, a lot of meat, a lot of cheese, a lot of sugar, like all this kind of food that contribute to lower your vital energy and to create the zombie society wants you to be. So, okay, exhausting job that you are working for the dream of someone else, and you change your food and drinking habit. I'm drinking more alcohol because I'm trying to escape this feeling of being a slave. So we could say 3, you drink more alcohol, and 4, you don't have any time for your soul. You don't have any time whatsoever to spend with your soul. And in my case, I'm forcing myself to have some me time with my spirit every morning by doing some yoga. And sometimes when I'm off, the few days off, I had some meditations or activations. So I can't imagine if you don't even do this. You don't even spend those 15 or 30, 45 minutes with your soul in the morning, the consequences of this. Because I'm doing this, and those 3 months, they got to me. I'm a fucking slave. I'm miserable. I hate, and this is the point 4 or 5, I can't remember. You start to hate other humans. But you know why? Because you hate yourself. Because you're not owning your life anymore. So you allowed the outside world to own your life. So it could be this exhausting job and your kids and your family, and but by allowing the outside world to be the lead of your life, you just become the slave of your life. And this is a horrible feeling. Therefore, we feel miserable, and therefore, because we hate ourselves, we tend to hate other humans. We don't support them. And you know what's funny? And it's when you're working on your creativity and you're working for your soul and for exactly why we came on earth to experiment shit through like our creativity. We are creative beings. When you don't have any creative sides anymore, you're just working for the dream of someone else as a slave. You don't eat properly. You are miserable. You hate other humans. When you put yourself in this zombie mode, I can't remember what I wanted to say. I'm fucking crazy. Wait, give me 2 sec. Point 6, to make it short, all of this creates low vibrations. So in my case, I'm vibrating in low vibrations. And yesterday I went to work with a therapist on my hair to recreate vital energy. I made an energetical haircut, which was insane. I highly recommend this. But anyhow, I'm trying to regain my vital energy. I know I'm out of this situation in 7 or 8 days. I'm privileged. I know that. I know that some people are stuck in this kind of situation, and I want to help you get out of there. So, if you vibrate shit, you're going to attract only shit in your life. And I can literally observe that my vibration changed, and that what I'm attracting doesn't fulfill me. And don't get me wrong, because it's been a long time that I'm a free spirit, that I'm working on my soul, that I've got all the tools. I'm still, by being fucking slave for 3 months, I'm still manifesting stuff, which is crazy, because I'm in a permanent annoyed mode. So I don't understand how I can still attract shit, but it's probably because deep inside I'm free, and it was only 3 months. But if you vibrate shit, low, miserable vibrations. It's like you vibrate all the time. We are like magnets. It's like the universe is a magnet. Everything around is energy. So if you vibrate this slave mode all the time, you're going to attract nothing than shit situation. You're going to attract miserable situation, miserable people. Like in my case, I see miserable people more often now than 3 months ago. It's insane because I now vibrate in their frequencies more than before. So I see them more than before, and it's horrible. I want to be back in the other dimension. So if you want to be successful, happy is the key. We all want to be healthy. As a little reminder, my little sister died out of a fucking cancer, and she had a lot of money. So if you are unhealthy, money do shit for you, all right? So we all want to be healthy, happy, because if you're really healthy but you're miserable all the time, you're going to create a fucking illness. And anyway, it's easy to die because who wants to be miserable every day? It's horrible. And you're going to attract all the shit, tough life experiences to you by vibrating in this lower state. And again, I want to really emphasize the fact that you can be a fucking slave by being a fucking slave in a miserable job, even if you get paid 15,000 a month, even 50,000, even 100,000 a month. If you hate your job, you're working for the dream of someone else, you're not gonna be a happy being working on your creativity. So get out of this mode if you recognize yourself. Take a baby step at the beginning, because I know it's scary, but believe me, the other side of all this shit is freedom. And I wish we could all be free and be out of this mode, because unfortunately, when I am in this mode, I give back this energy to the world, and it's like the fucking circle, like the mouse eating her tail and blah, blah, blah. It's never ending, and we are creating shit on earth. So I would love all of us to be out of this mode. So take a baby step today towards what's your creativity, what's your dream, when you think of one thing that you could do that would make you vibrate joy, you would vibrate joy and happiness, and wow, I'm writing a book, for fuck's sake. Wow, I'm taking a photograph in nature. Wow, I put myself in a painting school. Wow, I put myself in an actor's school. Wow, I decided to move to this country because I vibrate more like sun or snow, or I don't know. What's yours? What could you do today as a baby step to be more following your creative side and to get out of this fucking slave mode? Please do it. I love you so much.